Hi, I'm doing a collective reading today and I'm not going live, but hopefully I'll be able to save this whole video on my telephone and then post it. So starting with Aries right away, all the way from Aries through Pisces, we'll do readings. You and your person of interest. So it will be a reading between you and your person of interest. So Aries first, let's tap into Aries collective. Aries and the person that they are romantically involved with or dealing with or interested in. Please tell me the situation between them. How does Aries feel towards this person? How does Aries feel towards this person? What is Aries' energy towards their person of interest? What is Aries' energy towards their person of interest? Okay. Seven of Cups, the Magician, Four of Pentacles. Holding back for sure. Confused. You probably have other options that you might be interested in, but you're confused about this person, not quite sure how to deal with this whole situation. Probably trying to manifest a certain outcome with them. I'm definitely holding back here. Tell me more about Aries. Feelings and energy towards their person of interest. What happened there? Why are they holding back? Why is my Aries holding back from this person? Why is my Aries holding back from this person? Why is my Aries holding back? The Moon. Five of Cups and Seven of Swords. Yeah. Some sort of insecurity, maybe fear, illusions, secrets. The Moon is a card of nebulous kind of instincts. So you might be fearful, you might be a little insecure, you might not understand. You might just be very confused about this whole situation, not quite understand where it's going, what's happening, not understanding the person's needs and desires. There is a loss. You're experiencing a grief about this moment. You feel like you missed out on something, or you're just grieving the fact that this situation is not working out, and you're avoiding dealing with this. You're just avoiding it. You just want to leave it and not focus on it right now. You're not interested in focusing on it right now. It's just taking too much of your mental space and emotional space, and you're just stepping away, just kind of avoiding the whole thing. There is a possibility of you perhaps trying to manipulate your way through this situation, to perhaps strategize around it, kind of force an outcome, but you are a little bit frustrated with it. Frustrated, perhaps heartbroken, definitely disappointed and fearful, not happy with this whole thing. Something just does not speak to you. Something's not right here. Maybe there is a possibility that you're holding back because this person is not showing you the right amount of interest. That's a possibility. Or the interest that you actually want from them. So you're kind of trying to stay away and maybe silently strategize, or trying to manipulate through silence or through holding back. Not necessarily manipulate, but like strategize and work around it and kind of trying to push it the right way, basically manipulate. So that's what's going on with you, Aries, and let's see what's going on with your person of interest. What's going on with Aries' person of interest, romantic interest? What is happening with them? What is their energy towards Aries, my Aries? What are their feelings towards my Aries? They're working right now, sort of focusing on themselves. What are their feelings towards my Aries? What are their feelings towards my Aries? One more card, please. Their interest, their feelings and their energy towards my Aries collective. The Hanged Man, Justice. Kind of surrendering, but feeling like things have been unjust. Surrendering, working on themselves, withdrawing, wanting justice, perhaps legal action even, but I hope not. Wanting that you to take responsibility for something. So they're blaming you. There is a blamer energy here. Like, okay, I'm surrendering, I'm letting go, blaming you for things. Blaming you, feeling the injustice of this whole thing, working on themselves, or just working on their craft, or just focusing on their job. What else does this person feel towards my Aries? What else does this person feel towards my Aries collective? Person of Aries interest. Strength in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords in reverse. Getting over this, a very painful thing that's transpired between the two of you. They're kind of stuck in wallowing and defeat. I mean, there is no Five of Swords here, but this is kind of like a lack of control, wallowing, fear. Both of you are very much in fear of this whole thing. And then these two, even though they are reversed, these are very heavy cards. This person is sort of getting out of this whole funk, but this is still very heavy, burdensome energy, lots of rumination, perhaps sleepless nights, depression, but working through it basically. Trying to stay afloat, wallowing, blamer energy, feeling like things are unjust, a little bit immature, yeah. Tell me, what is the next step step in this connection between Aries and the person of their interest. Okay, I'm not taking these. Tell me, what is the next step that is going to happen between Aries and their person of romantic interest? Queen of Swords, somebody's being cut off and looking towards new options, new possibilities. Planning something else, looking forward to new options, new possibilities, new horizons, probably new partnerships, cutting things off, solving this problem within both of you, cutting things off, looking forward to something new. This is what's going on right now. This is current energy. Let's take a look at the oracle. Please tell me of the energy between Aries and their person currently, and their person of interest, of romantic interest currently. Please tell me the energy between Aries and their person of interest, of romantic interest. The Warrior. Perhaps a conflict. Maybe somebody is in the military, by the way. This is the second time a military card comes out for an Aries. I'm an Aries myself. I'm not dealing with anybody in the military, but this is a big indicator that you might be dealing with the military. You might be in the military yourself. But this also indicates fighting, unsettled energy, not being on the same page. Also fighting to regain your energy and regain your peace of mind. Give me more on the energy between Aries and their romantic interest, please. Aries and their romantic interest. Okay. Hope and wishing. Wow. These two cards came out together. Hope and wishing. Two cards of hope, wishful thinking. So there is still like a sliver of hope going on here between the two of you. Both of you are sort of on the same page here. I think that you are somewhat mirroring each other, but I feel like you, Aries, are a little bit more in a stable position than your counterpart, simply because theirs showed like 3 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Swords in reverse. That's very heavy, a very heavy energy. But it looks like you guys are still hoping that there might be a sliver of hope there. You know, a better outcome for this. Give me more on the energy between Aries and their person, please. Hostilities. There we go. Self-explanatory. Basically, guys, you guys are... Something is not going the right way. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. You guys are just not on the same page. Tell me about the feelings of Aries' person of interest towards my Aries collective. What are their feelings towards my Aries collective? Their feelings towards... Ooh! I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. You deserve better, Aries. You deserve better. What is the advice for my Aries collective in this situation? What is the advice? Give me a card of advice. Do your best to do some writing. If you are not a writer, record your thoughts and ideas. Just write down some thoughts, Aries. That sometimes it's very helpful to journal. All right, so I am moving to Taurus now. Focusing on Taurus collective, my Taurus people. Taurus and their person of interest. How does Taurus feel towards their person of romantic interest? How does Taurus feel towards their person? Okay, Taurus. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Damn. Actions and consequences. Taurus. Oof. Darn it. Somebody was a little bit too hasty. And usually, Taurus, you're not hasty at all. You're not a hasty sign. But this came out in your energy. You were a little too fast, too rush. And now you are either blocked or locked out or turned down or just restricted in some way or form. And there is a big sense of betrayal here. Wow, this is tough. Sense of betrayal, probably some sort of collapse. Really bad ending. Goodbyes. Taurus, this is not your energy. This usually does not translate to Taurus. Did they behave this way? Is this what you feel like they behaved this way? They behaved like a player. They were too rushed. They were too imposing. And the whole thing just collapsed. Was it their energy? Because you don't feel good about this. You're not in a good spot right now, Taurus. Not at all. Let's take a look at the energy of this person on Taurus's mind. Tell me about the energy of the person on Taurus's mind. Romantic counterpart or romantic interest of Taurus. Lies, deception, avoidance. Tell me more about their feelings towards Taurus and their energy towards Taurus. Okay. Emperor and Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody's super controlling here. Kind of cold, cynical, controlling, scattered. Are you dealing with an Aries? There is a very strong possibility, since you had the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands come out in your feelings. There's a very strong possibility you're dealing either with a fire sign or with somebody who's very hasty and unhinged. Definitely lacking any moral, restraint. Moral, compass. That's what I mean. This person is very strategic, manipulator. Tell me more about this person's feelings towards Taurus. Maybe they think that you are a manipulator. There is also that possibility. You are controlling. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, recklessness, lack of stability. Could also be commitment, committed person. Is there a commitment in that person's life? Tell me more about their feelings towards Taurus. Maybe this is how they feel towards you. Well, this is how they feel towards you, but maybe this is you. This is how they perceive you. Tell me more of their feelings towards Taurus. In any case, this is not a very good energy that's happening. Strength, holding back. Two of Swords in reverse. Definitely delays in decision. Mental overload. Just very cautious about you. King of Wands in reverse. Oof. Manipulation all over this reading. Unfaithfulness. Damn. Somebody was just not playing their cards right. Somebody was really deceitful and dishonest. And this whole thing fell apart and caused a great deal of pain. It was like a disaster. There was no Tower card, but still it does not feel right. And I hope that Taurus, it wasn't you who caused this rift. If it wasn't you, that was definitely them. Because to me, it feels like one person caused it. It was not both. It was one person who was the perpetrator, and the other one got hurt. And you are the one who feels hurt. Tell me more of the energy between my Taurus collective and their persons of romantic interest. What's going on between them? My Taurus collective and their persons, individuality and self-worth. Yeah. So somebody needs to definitely just focus on their self-worth and their own pursuits. Just maybe step away. Somebody needs to heal here. Focus on themselves. Tell me more about this energy between my Taurus collective and their people of romantic interest. Energy between my Taurus collective and their people of romantic interest. The Sun. The underlying energy here, there was a lot of hope in this connection. Another thing that I see, things came to the surface. Things became clear. Somebody learned something. And the outcome was very painful. Tell me about Taurus's person of interest. Their feeling towards my Taurus collective. Their feelings towards my Taurus collective. Please do what is best for your heart. Yeah, this is an energy of retreat. You are too nice. I don't deserve your kindness. I'm just ugh. I don't like this. Somebody, like, it feels like somebody was taken advantage of. That's how it feels to me. Sorry, Taurus. Please leave me a comment if that reading resonated with you. I would really appreciate it, and give me a like. All right, moving on to my Geminis. My Geminis. Gemini collective and their person of romantic interest. Gemini collective and their person of romantic interest. How does my Gemini feel towards their person of romantic interest? Mature, grounded, family-oriented, stable, beautiful, happy nurturer, successful person. What else does my Gemini feel towards their person of interest? Might be dealing with a Capricorn. What else does my Gemini feel towards their person of interest? Oof. Gemini. Devil. Sun. Four of Swords. Three of Cups. You're low-key obsessed. You're very happy with this person. You miss them because you guys are not talking right now. If you are in communication, this reading is not for you. Somebody's healing here or not talking. Most likely there is no communication. And you want to reunite with them. So this person, you have an eye on this person. You really, really like them. He's a little obsessed, addicted. They bring you a lot of joy. And right now, you guys are not talking. Or perhaps you're retreated and you're healing, but do want to reunite with this person. You're thinking about them quite a bit. Tell me more of their feelings towards their person. A Gemini's feelings towards their person of interest. Capricorn is heavy here. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Leo. Lots of cards flipping out. So Gemini, Moon, Lovers, Judgment, Queen of Wands, the Star. Wow. Lots of love here. Or definitely a fixation. Fear. Perhaps has to do with the choice that you have to make in this situation. And there might be another person involved here. There's another queen here, Queen of Wands, and then there is a Queen of Pentacles. Yep, but you do want to reconnect with this person for sure. You're kind of awakened to the reality that you just really want them. Somebody's standing in the way here. Either there is another person in the way on your side or on their side, or there is another person who's just interfering too much. There's a lot of hope for this connection to work out. A lot of hope on your side. Let's take a look at the person of your interest. Gemini's person of interest, what are their feelings towards my Gemini collective? What are their feelings towards my Gemini? Magician. Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is Earth, Taurus. Tell me more about their feelings. Very slow-moving energy. Somebody's manifesting something. Tell me more about their feelings towards my Geminis. Tell me more about the person of interest's feelings towards my Geminis. Four of Wands, the Emperor, Eight of Cups. There's definitely a lot of potential here. They are moving very slowly towards some sort of stable ground with you. You might be dealing with an Aries as well. There are two cards for Aries here. Right now, it feels like they're emotionally withdrawing. They're kind of controlling themselves and emotionally withdrawing. Why are they emotionally withdrawing? Clarify Eight of Cups. Clarify Eight of Cups. Why are they emotionally withdrawing from my Gemini? Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles. There's a possibility here that somebody was a little bit too harsh with their words and things got cut off between the two of you. By the way, another Aries card. Now they're kind of looking somewhere elsewhere, looking towards other options. A bit of a controlling energy. They are moving towards stability. By walking away from you. There's kind of like a maybe energy, maybe I'll return. But right now I am just looking towards something else. Sort of happy within myself. Another line of thinking that I have here is that they tried manifesting this connection and they wanted a relationship with you. They wanted stability with you, but felt the need to control the situation, felt the need to control their reality, sort of like an avoidant tactic, and emotionally withdrew to focus on something else simply because they're probably fearful or maybe not that interested, or somebody was not very kind with their words. Gemini, you have so much love for this person. Tell me more about the energy between my Gemini collective and this person. What's going on between the two of them? Tell me more about my Gemini collective. The energy between my Gemini collective and person of interest. Their person of romantic interest. understanding. So through it all, there is some sort of understanding between the two of you that you guys might just not be good for each other, or it's probably best to just kind of walk away right now. Give me more on this energy between my Gemini and their person of interest. More on this energy between my Gemini collective and their person of interest. Geminis, my Gemini collective and their person of interest. The energy between the two of them. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. There's definitely a lot of sexual energy between the two of you. And that's the understanding from what I gather. But I feel like it's just, it's not an equal kind of energy. Like somebody in this dynamic is not feeling the same as the other person. And the understanding is that it's all sex-based, or maybe it's a very physical sort of connection, but there is not much more to it. Somebody got hooked a little bit too much. The feelings of Gemini's person of interest towards my Gemini. The feelings of Gemini's person of interest towards my Gemini collective. The feelings of my Gemini. See, yeah. I need to figure myself out. I feel lonely. Yeah, this person, they need to figure themselves out. Just let them, let them go. Let them be, Gemini. Just focus on yourself, Gemini. I know it's hard, but if this person is just not in the right headspace, then why do you want them? You don't need that in your life. Please give me advice for my Gemini collective. Curiosity is its own reward. A journey will be safe and productive. Keeping things to yourself can be difficult. Try not to overshare today. So basically, keep things to yourself. Don't overshare. Sometimes you need to just sit there with yourself and figure things out on your own, not asking anybody's advice, because sometimes people just don't give you the right thing and you get off the path. Another thing is that you are on a journey. You are safe on that journey, and you need to focus on your own productivity. And you know, it's good to be curious about this person, but perhaps and figuring things out about them, but perhaps focusing on yourself right now is the right course of action. That's what I feel. Gemini. Please let me know if you resonated with this. It was kind of a strange reading. I didn't quite connect with it, but let me know if you did. I would love to know that. I would love to know that. And give me a like if you resonated, please. All right, focusing now on my Cancer collective. Cancer collective. Cancer collective. I'm Cancer moon. My Cancer collective, my Cancers, and their person of romantic interest. How does my Cancer feel towards this person of their romantic interest? How does my Cancer feel towards the person? Tower. Oof, something happened here. Tell me more. How does this person, how does my Cancer feel towards their person of interest? How does my, ooh. Tower and the Devil, Star and Sun. The Star is the last card that came out. So Tower came out first, the Devil, the Sun, and the Star. Something's transpired here, a little bit toxic. A little toxic between the two of you. Something came out into the open. And now somebody is in need, a deep need of peace, cleansing, and renewal. After a really big struggle. Tell me more about Cancer's feelings towards their person. Cancer's feelings towards their person. Eight of Swords, trapped, feeling restricted. Situation is just keeping you powerless, helpless. Maybe you are even blocked by this person. That's how you feel. Tell me more about their feelings towards their person of interest. How does my Cancer feel towards, oof, too many. I'm just gonna take one. And that is a Hierophant sideways. Yeah, something feels like a lopsided lesson. A lopsided lesson. Feeling trapped, you're feeling like this is a lesson I didn't ask for. You need healing, you need cleansing. Might be dealing with a Capricorn. Lots of people are dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn. What's going on? Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Leo. Could be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right, tell me about this person on Cancer's mind. How does the person on Cancer's mind feel towards Cancer? Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. How does the person on Cancer's mind feel towards Cancer? How does... Somebody's lacking common sense here. King of Swords, Magician. They feel like they were trying to give you something, but you rejected it. and that you lack common sense, that you are either immature or disloyal, and they took all logical precautions in order to manifest a different outcome. Tell me more about this the person of Cancer's interest. Feelings towards my Cancer. Their feelings towards my Cancer. Six of Cups. Very nostalgic. They're missing you, Cancer. They might be in this very logical, stern energy towards you. They might be accusatory towards you, but they miss you. They think of you. You are on their mind and in their heart. Tell me more about their feelings towards my Cancers. Just something happened between the two of you. Yep. Spying on you, watching you, coming out of a very heavy energy. Three of Swords in reverse. Assessing the situation. Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, dang. Three of Cups. There are two cards here with a three, so there might have been a third party here. There is a possibility. There might have been a third party here, either on your side or on theirs. They think that like they presented their case to you, but you did not take it well. It seems to me like, for example, if they had a third party, they presented their case to you as to why they have... You cannot make this stuff up. People do this all the time. I'm serious. Like, they tried to explain why. And you were just not buying it. It's the funniest thing. If it wasn't so sad. But they are watching you and they are nostalgic about you. And they do feel a sense of betrayal and a sense of uncertainty. Might be the fact that they might just feel like you are not being reasonable with them. Or is it you who has a third party, Cancer? Come on. Tell me. What is the energy between my Cancer viewers and their person of romantic interest? Second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and door to spirit. Lots of sexual energy here. There is a strong spiritual connection between the two of you. There is maybe a growth potential through this very hostile kind of unsettled energy. It looks to me like this opens a door to spirit. Right now, both of you are kind of stuck in the second chakra energy. This means that you're a little bit lower on the spectrum in terms of how you perceive this connection. Might be just a sex-based connection, or something that was somebody was just obsessed with sex, or just wanting to wanting to cheat. They're in this lower vibration and they don't understand how they are hurting the other person. Tell me more about the energy between my Cancer and their person of interest in this situation. The energy, deceit. See, like self-explanatory basically. Was it deceit between the two of you guys? Somebody was not fair, was not clear, was lying. Tell me about the feelings of their person of interest towards my Cancer. The feelings of their person of interest towards my Cancer. The passion is too much. You know what I feel about this? The passion is too much. Somebody cannot keep it in their pants. I don't understand. My life is a mess right now. And I can't let go of you. Yep. Somebody knows that they screwed up. Let's get an advice for you. A nice little advice for my Cancer collective in this situation, please. My Cancer collective in this situation, please. Keep your head down and try to be both serene and busy. Allow your eyes to be opened. I think this requires no explanation. I love it. Keep your head down and try to be both serene and busy. Sometimes being busy helps you work through stuff. Or just not focusing on it kind of keeps you feeling better, you know? I'm not saying like completely avoid it, but just allow your eyes to be opened. So be serene, busy, and allow your eyes to be opened. Don't force anything. Don't read too much into it. Just kind of let the spirit connect to you, you know. All right, next is Leo. Leo, my Leos. Leo collective. I'm connecting to the Leo collective. Leo. Situation between my Leo collective and their person of interest, their person of romantic interest. How does Leo feel towards towards their person of romantic interest? How does Leo feel towards the person of romantic interest? I don't know how many times this card came out today. What's going on with you people? With us people. With all of us. The devil. Are you addicted? Are you obsessed? Or are you feeling like this person is toxic? Capricorn. Might be dealing with a Capricorn. Tell me more about Leo's feelings towards their person of interest, please. Tell me more about Leo's feelings. Sideways Sun. Sideways 7 of Swords. Oh, 8 of Swords. So, usually when cards come out sideways, the energy has not been fully integrated. And it's sort of like a limbo or interim for this particular energy. Right here, it feels to me like you are sort of kind of on your way to figuring it out, but you're still quite a bit stuck. And this is a very confining feeling for you. The sun, basically both of these are telling me you're trying to figure something out. You're almost there, you're almost seeing the situation for what it is, but not as clearly as you would like to see it. Tell me more about Leo's feelings towards their person of interest. Yeah, very toxic energy here. Tell me more about Leo's feelings towards their person of interest. Again, 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, not a good thing here. Disharmony, imbalance, disconnection, breakup, rejection, separation, maybe even abuse. Very possible that there was an abusive kind of thing going there, Leo. The reading that I did for you, your own reading, just I think yesterday or a few days ago, that was very heavy. That was scary, almost scary. Like the person did not wish you well. Let's take a look at your person. How does the person of Leo's interest feel towards my Leo collective? How does the person of Leo's interest feel towards my Leo collective? How does the person of Leo's interest feel towards my Leo collective? How does the person of Leo's interest feel towards my Leo collective? 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. No way. They are... Don't like this card. I never liked this card. This card is supposed to be like a card of charity, of goodwill. Does not feel this way here. It feels like, okay, I'm gonna throw some your way. Wish fulfillment. They feel like you are their wish fulfillment. Or this could also indicate that they're happy on their own. Very often, nines are their own. It's a very solitary energy. It's kind of like a completion of a person on their own, you know. So what I feel like, maybe this person is just right now kind of indulging in their own self. Strange way to put it, but here we go. And they're like, okay, well, I can throw them a bone. The most infuriating thing is that they are waiting for you. Leo. Tell me more about this person's feelings towards my Leo collective. Their person of interest, of romantic interest. I'm not taking that. That's too many. Person of their romantic interest. How does that person feel towards my Leo collective? How does the person feel? No, too many. How does the person feel towards my Leo collective? 7 of Wands. 2 of Swords. I got tired just right now. Very self-protective, defensive energy here. I mean, they're looking forward. They're either waiting for you or they're looking forward to something else. Like, I'll throw them a bones, fine, but you know what? I'm kind of like looking towards something else. Very defensive and just not making any choices right now. Stuck in their own paradigm. Crossroads. In their head. They're quite a bit in denial. This whole thing just reeks denial. Denial and not a very good kosher energy. All right, let's take a look at the energy between the two of you. What's happening there? Oh, by the way, bottom of the deck. I just saw it. 8 of Cups, walking away. Retreating, emotional retreat. Let's take a look at the energy between the two of you. Tell me about the energy between my Leo collective and their people of interest, of romantic interest. My Leo collective and their people of romantic interest. What's the energy between them? What is the energy between them? Excuse me, my Leo collective and their people of interest. Leo collective and their people. Nothing's coming out. The energy, oof, now a lot came out. The Warrior. Forbidden. Deceit. Individuality. See, the 9 of Cups. They just want to be alone. You know what? Leave them to their devices, Leo. Complicated. I see. So, the Warrior, somebody might be in the military, by the way. This card always tells me somebody's in the military, but not necessarily. There just can be a conflict between you, quite obviously. Somebody's either blocked or there's definitely no communication between the two of you. You know, you locked this out. There is deceit. Complicated. It's not complicated. It's pretty uncomplicated in my eyes. Just let them go. And individuality. They're stuck in their... They don't want to give to you, but they want you around. That's how it feels. On their terms. That's how it feels to me. Give me more about the energy between Leo and their person of interest. Angel of Balance came out in the reverse. Very unbalanced situation. Goddess of the Moon. Somebody is not in contact with their own intuition here. Somebody is just... You know what, this connection, this whole, like, from the reading, the last reading that I did for you guys, and this reading, what it reminds me of. It reminds me of definitely a soul catalyst that came into your life to shake things up in order for you to gain an understanding about what you will accept and what you will not accept, what you want, what you don't want, and to kind of cement that boundary in you. That's what this whole reading, that's the feeling that this whole reading gives me. How does the person of Leo's interest feel towards Leo? How does the person of Leo's interest feel towards Leo? I'm better with my mind than my heart. Sure, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. My Leo is out of the building. Please, Leo, leave. All right, let's take an advice for Leo. Let's take an advice for Leo. Could you make a shift? Do some soul searching to see if you're on the right path. Soul searching. Yes. That person came in order to show you something, to shake it up to the point where you're like, you know what? I am no longer willing to compromise this particular thing or that particular thing. And if I see these red flags, that's it, I'm gone. A healthy, happy life lies ahead. Material prudence should be practiced today. Focus on yourself. That's it, Leo. If you liked this reading, please give me a like and share and subscribe. And I am moving on to my Virgo collective. Hi, Virgo. Moving on to your reading now. Focusing on my Virgo collective, my Virgo people who are going to watch this and their romantic interest. How does my Virgo collective feel towards the person of their interest? Towards the person of their interest. How does my Virgo collective feel towards the person of their interest? Of their romantic interest. Six of Pentacles, give and take. All right. Fairness, kindness, sharing wealth, an investor, being valued. So you're valuing this person. You see value in them. What else does Virgo feel towards their person of interest? All right, so King of Swords came out sideways. Two of Wands came out sideways. Quite a few other cards came out. Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the World. This is not an old connection. This is something newer. But this is something that's ended. Or at least you feel like it's ended. It might not have ended, but you feel like, okay, there is a stop to it. I'm on my own right now. You do feel a lot of attraction to this person. Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. There's even some feeling there. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. But you feel kind of left out. Feeling like you are just, on your own. You do see value in them, but you're also in sort of like an interim energy here. Not quite sure whether to look for other options or to see maybe this connection will have another cycle. You're very logical, but given all the options about this particular situation, you kind of are a little bit, you do not quite understand it as well as you want to, you know. And if you are not in contact with this person, or something just ended, or at least you feel like it's ended, there is a break in this cycle, this is your reading then. But you do feel like there is a lot of value that this person can bring into your life. Perhaps something happened between the two of you, like a physical connection, and then after that you felt maybe ghosted or left out, alone. And you started developing feelings for this person. Might be dealing with another Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, all the signs are here. All the signs are here. The most prominent are Taurus, Aries, Taurus and Aries. Lots of earth. So could be another earth sign. Let's take a look at how this person feels towards you, Virgo. How does this person feel towards my Virgo collective? How does the person of Virgo's interest feel towards my Virgo collective? How does the person of Virgo's interest feel towards my Virgo collective? King of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Wands. Lots of wands. Could be a fire sign. They feel like you're very, very charismatic and very much in control of what's going on in your life. They are right now holding back. You might be dealing with the Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, or any fire sign. Really, Aries is here as well. You know what? I feel like they are going to extend something to you. Things are not over here. Things are not over. Maybe you feel like it's over. Maybe something's concluded on your end. But it's not over on their end. They feel kind of a sense of defeat, I think. This is the underlying energy. Five of Swords. Let's take a look, a deeper look at their feelings towards my Virgo collective. Person of Virgo's romantic interest. How do they feel towards my Virgo collective? How do they feel towards my Virgo collective? How do they feel towards my Virgo collective? Nothing's coming out. Come on. How does the person of Virgo's interest feel towards my Virgo collective? Yeah, they feel a loss. There is another Five of Swords there. Yeah, interested, feeling a loss. Not too many feelings here. Like, not feelings, but like emotions. Not much romance going on, but there's definitely a sense of wanting to give to this Ace of Pentacles. 5 of Swords, defeat. 10 of Swords. And 5 of Cups. Yeah, not happy. Not happy. Things ended. If things did not end between you guys, this is not your reading. In this particular reading, and I'm seeing it across both of your energies, things have ended. And you are in a better place than they are because of this and this. They're regretful. Something didn't go right. Perhaps they came in hot and heavy, and you were like, oh, you know, maybe you're a little too coming on too strong. And or maybe they were like holding back emotionally and you wanted a little bit more from them. Maybe they came in to just win you over and then leave. And they caught some sort of feelings, or maybe some kind of interest started to develop. The energy just broke down between the both of you. Yeah, things have ended. Things have ended. What is the energy between my Virgo collective? It came out right away. Envy. Somebody's jealous. There is jealousy in this situation. Tell me more about the energy between my Virgo collective and their person of interest. Hostilities. Jealousy and hostilities. Envy and hostilities. Tell me more about the energy between my Virgo and their person of interest. Tell me more about my Virgo and their person of interest. Oath. Somebody promised something that they couldn't keep, or they didn't keep. Loyalty. Yeah, somebody didn't keep their promise. Somebody did not act on their word. Happens very often nowadays, right? Tell me about Virgo's persons of interest, feelings towards my Virgo collective. Virgo's person of interest, feelings towards my Virgo collective. Okay. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. Very self-explanatory. Basically, they're holding back. Yes, there was 4 of Pentacles there. They're holding back. I'm better with my mind than with my heart. Yeah. There was a break, but you know what? It doesn't seem to me like either of you really truly wanted a break. There is still quite a bit of interest, and it looks like it's a newer connection. So you guys don't really understand each other that well yet. Give me an advice for my Virgo collective. Advice for my Virgo collective in this situation, please. Advice for my Virgo collective in this situation. Advice for my Virgo. Devote some time to your children if you have children, or parents and grandparents. Share the energy of familial love. Focus on your family, yeah. Just to take your mind off of that. Wake up the intention in your heart. Keep your desires in the forefront of your mind. Just focus on manifesting what it is you want, Virgo, in this lifetime. Sorry, my stomach is going. I think I need like a drink of water. All right, before I go on to Libra, I'm gonna step away and take a drink. Oh. All right, Libra. My Libra collective. My Libra